Everybody set and squared away. We're starting with Glow on the side of Endeavor. We got Marskies. And for the first time in probably like 2+ years, if not longer, I am going to be CODcasting primarily with a controller. Unfortunately, I can't swap teams, at least not yet, so we're going to be sticking with Endeavor for this one and see if they can get something going. And it looks like Scuffy grabbing first blood for the side of Endeavors. It's going to be Unity Visual grabbing the first couple of points on this P1. Now, the problem with a Hossie P1, folks, at least in my opinion, is that right there. It is so incredibly just open and minimal cover once you're actually on the hill. And even the cover of the fountain itself, you're only covered from one particular side or one particular angle, and you are just at the mercy of the elements, it would seem, as Unity Visual grabs about a 10-point lead or so. Endeavor finally grabbing a few couple points as players begin to prep for the P2 rotation. And luckily, Unity Visual and Endeavor are at a tied game on the P2 as we rotate on over. Marski's taking down Gusify. Rotating up. DerekTheGoat goes down. Glow sent. And Confid going to work. Back and forth we go. And unfortunately, it looks to be an Endeavor hill for the foreseeable pointage on this P2. Just taking down Justin as Scuffy and co. try to stay alive. Endeavor needs to get back in this one. Unity Visual taking a bit of a lead here. P2 is one of the bigger money hills on this match, or on this map, as Glow sent unfortunately couldn't find nothing. Marskies and the Goat trading it out, and finally we get our boy Scuffy back on the hill, but only for a short moment for Endeavor. Rotating on through, still holding for the scrap time, but still behind Unity Visual. DerekTheGoat going down as Gus, with a big two-piece on the far side, sets up the P3 rotation as well for Unity Visual. Trying to camp those spawns, get those flips just in the nick of time, able to save things. Rotating now through the warehouse, but Phantoms was lurking in the shadows. Glow sent with the quick trade out. Just a back and forth bloodbath on the P3. Now contested, looking for the clear. Marskies can't find it. Justin and Gus again grabbing some kills for their respective sides. As finally, I believe there was an extra player in the lobby, but they have disconnected. Did not seem to have any effect on the matchup, so we will continue as normal. 47-48 as we continue here, as Glow sent and co. hold a slight lead. Endeavor trying to pull away with this one, but the P3 is going to be a bit tricky. P4, while you can secure it, it does have very similar advantages as the P1, where if you can get a good spot, you might be able to hold, but you are exposed from a lot of angles. Like we see, you look one way and they hit you the other. As DerekTheGoat starting to go to work. Derek and Gus combining for a couple of kills as they clear hill. And now keeping things close. Glow sent and co. now trying to rotate on through. Glow sent, glowing on the 2-streak, wants some more. At least I believe the 2-streak. It's unfortunate we can't really tell. Yes, Visual has Confid and co. Endeavor is Glow sent and co. We are currently spectating for Endeavor. So anytime you're watching a player's perspective, it is Endeavor. Anytime you see an opponent on their screen, that is Unity Visual. For clarification, and currently Unity Visual pulling away with about a 20 or so point lead on this P4. About 4 seconds remaining as we rotate back to the P1 with Unity Visual in the lead. Scuffy holding in the mid, able to take down Confid. Phantoms goes down as well. So a nice 2-piece for Endeavor. Gus with a 2-piece to bounce right back. Gusify trying to get back in this one. As we continue here on Hacienda, it is a fairly close back and forth matchup between both sides. Unity Visual now just trying to maintain their lead, Glow sent with a solid pickup on the Goat, but Phantoms is there for the trade out as we get into triple digits for Unity. Glow sent and Marski's on the wraparound trying to set up this P2 rotation, but solid P1 pointage for Unity. a surprising amount of P1 pointed actually, as Gus takes down Scuff. It's the Gus-Scuff connection. And a real beautiful job in the kill feed from Unity Visual as they maintain control. Marski's unfortunately going down to their own nade on the P2, which sets up a nice rotation battle. And unfortunate for Endeavor, that team nade, self-nade, I should say, is going to cost them dearly as the lead starts to grow ever more desperate. Unity Visual starting to pull away with this one, 142 and climbing to Endeavor's 71. Confid is confident. DerekTheGoat on the outside. That's a three-piece in the feed for Unity Visual, and Endeavor is left scrambling as they maintain that head glitch on the Lambo. DerekTheGoat is feeling good on this one, folks. Dropping a solid 1900 score, close to 58 seconds of hill time. Confid at 84 hill time. So this Unity Visual squad has the visuals. They are unified, and they are feeling good. Confid with the distraction. DerekTheGoat with the two-piece. Scuffy setting up for the P3 rotation, and they are down by 100. That was an incredible P1, P2 rotation that basically gave Unity Visual a 100-point lead. Beautiful job. Typically, we don't have a face cam for the caster when I'm CODcasting, Taylor. I know people may want to see my beautiful 5-head or the pearly blues in my shades, but you'll just have to wait till the mid-match, or excuse me, mid-series switch as we get everything set up. But this is looking like Unity Visual's match to lose. Scuffy here on the outside with Glow Scent right behind him. Phantoms with the shots. Phantoms head glitching, but Marski's taking him out. Khan takes down Justin on the rotation. Scuffy is right back in it. Dropped to about 10 HP in a dream. Gonna get sliced and diced. The Phantoms. He's a Phantoms. Danny Phantoms. Phantoms going to work in the office and trying to maintain that 100-point lead. I mean, this is Unity Visual's match to lose. They have played phenomenally. They win the rotation battle through and through. And unfortunately, Endeavor is just left playing catch-up. Confid at 22 and 11. DerekTheGoat 23 and 16. Everybody going positive on both sides, surprisingly enough. So a fairly intense kill battle. But it's the hill time. It's the rotations. It's where those kills have popped up. And they have popped up in favor of Confid and Co. As Unity Visual maintains control of this P4. Endeavor trying to punch through. Really trying to find something to go their way, but Confid just too clean. Marski's with the trade, but again, it's where the kills are happening, and right now Unity Visual just has the placement, has the rotations, has the timing. Big two-piece from Gusify maintains the control for Unity Visual on the P4, and Endeavor are left in their spawn, grasping for straws. They can't seem to find nothing. They're going to have one last chance on a third set of rotations in the P1, but it is not looking too good. Justin and Glowcent combined for a couple of kills, but again, it's too little too late. You grab the P1, but can you hold it? Phantoms takes down Marski's. They just got to clear it for 9 seconds. That's all that is separating Unity Visual from a round 1 win in their winners round 2 playoffs. DerekTheGoat, who else, with a double heady. Marski's up top, gets taken down by Phantoms, and a dolphin dive effort into the hill. Scuffy can't get there in time. Unity Visual going to take that one 250 to 130, folks. Mark your calendars. A beautiful job from Unity Visual as Endeavor Esports cannot come away with it. And it was DerekTheGoat's game through and through. And he was playing phenomenally. Headshots aplenty. 250 to 130 in favor of Unity Visual, your final score. Get a quick look at the scoreboard. Cycle through the KDs. Please pause when necessary. Beautiful job through and through from both sides. We'll also get a look at the after-action report just for our stat trackers in the chat. Beautiful job. And unfortunately, we do not get an after-action report. Gents, just give me one moment while I get CODcaster set up for Search and Destroy. Are you guys staying on the same team?
Oh, yeah.
Copy. Give me one moment then. CODCaster should work for this. So just bear with me, folks, while we get everything set and squared away. I thought I set this up yesterday, but apparently I did not. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Just double checking. Endeavor Esports Team 1, Unity Visual Team 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Copy. Just waiting on Phantoms to rejoin, but should be all set. Swapping to CODCaster now. Best of luck to both teams.
Preach.
My goodness. I got caught without my glasses on my very own stream. Apologies, chat. I hate for you to see my pearly blues without the pearly blues on. You should be an announcer for sports, lol. Maybe one day, Taylor, if someone ever decides to hire me for a full-time casting gig, I'd be more than happy to take it. Nova, welcome into the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Let's go, Unity. Pyre, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for stopping on by the Twitch stream. I'm also streaming over on the YouTube if you have a preference on platform. Bigger checks on all socials, all that good stuff. No, the team is named Unity Visual, as you can see here. This is their logo. Unity Visual and Endeavor Esports are the two teams currently doing battle. Yes. Yes, exactly. We are getting everything loaded up. We are in the CODCaster. Everything should be working properly now, as Unity Visual, and I'm leaning towards Unity Visual after that dominant hard point. We'll see what Endeavor Esports has in the tank, but this Confid-led squad is going to be very, very difficult to beat. I can tell you that much. Having casted for all four players several times on the side of Unity Visual, they are a very, very scary squad. Anywho, loading in. Let's get to it. No time to dilly or dally. We are off to the races. Everybody set and squared away. So Unity Visual does battle with Endeavor. Scuffy here, the bomb carrier. So we rotate on over. Might have a bit of a confrontation. DerekTheGoat going to grab the first blood for UV. As we hold here, Confid taking down Glowscent, and now stacked up, re-rotating back to Alpha. It's a 2v4. Scuffy in trouble. Marskis gets one. The goat is down. Confid goes down. Scuffy able to pick up another and another. Scuffy going to work, but unfortunately the numbers game too much, and Unity Visual takes round one. A beautiful job from Unity Visual as they keep the momentum rolling. As we see Gus rocking the Foot Clan skin, the arch nemesis led by the Shredder, the arch nemesis of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course, for any heroes in a half shell out there. Be careful, the Foot Clan has infiltrated Call of Duty. Anywho, Unity Visual with the round one solid start. Remained pretty flawless until Scuffy and Marskis put up one final fight towards Alpha. Now round two underway. Bit of a mid-confrontation in the mid lane. No one going down yet, but DerekTheGoat with the nades. That is what makes this map so dangerous. DerekTheGoat wants the ace. He got the nade two-piece. He got Glowscent on the shots. Now rotating in. The pistol comes out. The spam. Looking for it. Scuffy all alone in a 1v2. Can Derek get the ace? He's going to reload. Almost went for the pistol peek, but he's going to be careful. Phantoms on the chase. Getting them weak. Scuffy all alone in a 1v1 with DerekTheGoat. Both players looking to clutch up for their respective teams. The GOAT, though, wants the ace. Scuffy wants the 3-piece. And now things slow down a bit. 1v1 situation early in round 2. Or early in the search and destroy matchup. Late in round 2 of the S&D. And now going for the plant. Did the old fakey, swappy, swap bamboozle. Scuffy is left at a disadvantage here as Derek gets the plant. Derek now wrapping back. Knife in hand. Going for a full wraparound. Scuffy doesn't take advantage of this, and now they're just doing a little ring around the rosy. Scuffy trying to track him down, but Derek the GOAT is waiting in the mid lane. Scuffy is just panicking, not knowing where Derek the GOAT is lurking. Now Derek checking. Perfectly played. The GOAT for a reason. Unity Visual with the win. And if you wanted a reason to cheer for this squad, we saw another GOAT go to the CDL, and I think Derek the GOAT should put in an application soon. Derek, with the ace, with the clutch, putting in some great work for Unity Visual. Again, there are still a few glitches in the CODcaster, but Derek the GOAT got to be feeling good off that momentum. Scuffy with some phenomenal shots as well, unfortunately coming up just short. As we go to round 3, Unity Visual with the momentum fully in their court. It's going to be a full push alpha for Endeavor, but it gets picked up quickly with some nade tosses. Glowscent looking for an angle here on A. And Gus with the nades, going to take down Marskis. That is what makes this map so dangerous, similar to Border Crossing of MW2 infamy. With so many cars, there's so many explosions. Another 3-piece in the feed for Unity Visual, and just like that, it's clockwork for Unity Visual as they take a 3-0 lead. DTG to G. Exactly, Pyre. I mean, Derek the GOAT firing on all cylinders here like a car engine. Can't seem to be stopped. Shows no signs of slowing down with the rest of Unity Visual. Streaks of 5 and 1s. Unity Visual throwing up the 1s like their Roman Reigns. Hail to the tribal chief, Derek the GOAT, going to work here on Alpha. More nades coming in, and Glowscent, unfortunately, the cars continue to cause problems for this Endeavor Esports squad. They have got to give themselves some distance on the vehicles as they are prone to just going skyward. And now a 4v3 early. Unity Visual with the advantage. The GOAT going to work with the pistols. Does everyone just have their pistols out? Oh, and Scuffy left all alone. Unity Visual playing with their food might be a little overconfident, but when you are playing this well, you can play with your food, I guess, but never underestimate your opponent. A quick and scary 4-0 lead for Unity Visual, who are making this one look too easy. Endeavor Esports has got to weather the storm, endeavor to persevere, as the outlaw Josie Wales was told long, long ago. Justin having a tough start. Glowscent and Marskis with a couple of breadsticks and donuts. Endeavor needs to step up here and now, or Unity Visual is just going to continue to run all over them. The GOAT, Confid, grabbing a 2-piece. Confid on the mantle escapes. Justin is able to take down the GOAT and a 2-piece, but the numbers game too much, and Unity Visual. Hey, yo, what was his body doing? Someone clipped that. His body was doing something on the ground there. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I need to see that on replay. Justin started throwing it back on the kill cam. Phantoms takes him down. As many problems as the CODcaster may have, as much as this game sometimes tilts me, it is still a absolute privilege and blast to cast, and I would not trade the experiences or memories I've had on this game or any other Call of Duty game for anything. As we continue here, the GOAT finally got shut down, but streaks of 3 and 2 still in play. Let's see what Unity Visual can do. Can they clean up in a 6-0? Phantoms with the first blood. Marski is able to get the quick trade, so now an even fight. It's not just going to be a steamroll, not yet. Confid holding and rotating through the alpha objective. Derek the GOAT takes down Gus. So the TK is starting to hit Unity Visual. Now a 2v2. Confid on the inside in the spawn, looking to take over. Now Scuffy all alone. The GOAT, unfortunately, just too clean, too good. 9 and 3, a 3.0 KD. Confident with a 2.0 KD. Scuffy just breaking even. Is going to have to go buck wild on Alpha. The GOAT's already picking it up. Comes in with the pistol, the fan hammer, and he didn't stand a chance. The Strider 22 coming in clutch. Unity Visual with a steamroll of a SND 6-0 finish, courtesy of the GOAT, folks, with an ace to boot. 10 and 3 finish, a 3.0 plus KD. The Strider 22. Confid was there for backup, but Scuffy gets blasted in the corner. Unfortunate there, folks. That was a rough showing for Endeavor. They will unfortunately drop 2-0 in the series as we go back to Hasi for the control. Ooh, that was a rough one for Endeavor. A quick 6-0 finish. And my goodness, Unity Visual seems to be in peak condition for their search and destroy gameplay, at least on dealership. I don't know how their gameplay is on any of the other maps, but my goodness, Unity Visual looked perfect in that one. DerekTheGoat especially, and they are a stacked squad and a squad to be worried about for a reason, folks. Best of luck to both teams. Solid series so far. Got a quick message into both sides. I try to remain impartial, call it right down the line. Unity Visual just played a phenomenal game of search and destroy. We go to control, so hopefully Endeavor has something in the tank for their respawn mode. But with their 250-130 finish, it's going to be an uphill battle. I'm going to be honest, Endeavor. It is not going to be easy. I don't want to see any funny business from Unity Visual. Never underestimate your opponent because they can come back and you may not see it coming. Either way, we're loaded on in to the control on the Hacienda as we get everything set and squared away. Let's see if Endeavor Esports has something left in the tank, and a TK to start things off. Not where you want to be. You do get the first blood, but DerekTheGoat gets right back to work with a two-piece of his own. Rotating around now, looking for the 3. Scuffy goes down. The GOAT continues to go to work, and he's just popping shots wherever he damn well pleases. Marskis and Justin picking up 2 as they rotate on over on the attack. Trying to get something going on Bravo. Justin able to take down the GOAT. Confid here in Gus clearing house. Justin goes down. Marski's the last one up, but it's a quick reset for Endeavor as they are unable to punch through. Beautiful shots from Marski's taking down Gus. Now trying to hold in the mid lane on the attack side of things. Have not stepped on objective yet. Have not gotten a single ounce of progress as Marski's tries to hold top spawn. The GOAT able to pick up 1 before Scuffy takes him out. 26 seconds left on the clock. Endeavor has got to get on OBJ, and they have to get there quickly. Confid taking out Glowsend. Holding on the corner. Marski's able to clean up. Now trying to get to Bravo. Has some support from Scuffy in the corner. Scuffy trying to stay up and does. DerekTheGoat going down, and he's slowed down a bit as Bravo slowly getting captured here. But unfortunately, just not enough. Glowsend still holding. Unity Visual now trying to break through. Confid does. And that is an unfortunate break. 19-15 now. Last-ditch effort towards Alpha. Justin gets caught out in the crossfire. And that is what makes Alpha so difficult and this map so frustrating, at least from a caster perspective, is that Alpha Hill is just so exposed. You can barely get anything going. And Unity Visual are going to take round 1. Not with ease, mind you. They did put up a bit of a stiffer fight than in their search and destroy. But Endeavor is going to need a big defensive round if they're going to want to win this one. And, of course, DerekTheGoat getting that beautiful 2-piece for best of play. Got this 3-piece here to open things up. Had a bit of a slower finish to the round, but nevertheless had a great opening that really set up the rest of his teammates to apply that pressure. Unfortunate there for Endeavor. Marski's was having a phenomenal round, but again, it was not enough to punch through. You may be able to get kills, but it's where you get them and when you get them, especially with control. With limited time, limited lives, it's just a high-stakes respawn mode where every life matters. Pardon me, folks, while I take a quick sip of my beverage. And who else but the GOAT for another two-piece to start things off. Glow sent with a two-piece of their own and a three-streak. So, Endeavor able to respond this time, but Unity Visual quickly making progress on Bravo. And if they can even get a single tick, they get an advantage already over Endeavor. DerekTheGoat and Phantoms with a quick two-piece. Glow sent and Marski's trying to rotate up. Marski's goes down. Glow sent goes down, and Unity Visual have a chance here to take that first progress bar at Bravo, and they do. As solo casting, as fun as it is, it does make it difficult to go for a quick sip when you get a bit parched. And when you're yapping at a professional level, folks, it can be a bit difficult. And Bravo about to be captured with only 5 lives lost. Unity Visual in a commanding lead thus far in this control. Marski's and Glow sent with the shots to take down Gus and Confid. Now 23-19. This is going to be the tricky part for Unity Visual on the offensive side of things, is trying to secure Alpha. Similar to the hard point, it is exposed from multiple angles. Confid with the movement and shooting bodies. The disrespect, Confid, showing absolutely no mercy. He may have paid the price there. Got caught by Justin, and Alpha no longer making progress. Gus is lurking in the corner. They should be able to get that first tick. Checking corners. Justin up top, looking for the finish. The pistol comes out, and a three-piece in the feed is the breathing room Endeavor Esports needed. Unfortunately for Endeavor, though, Unity was able to grab that first tick, so the progress will remain there, but it'll go no further. Phantom's on the outside, going to get picked up by Scuffy, looking for the finish. Justin gets Gus. Marski's gets the GOAT. Scuffy rotates away, waiting for that wrap and rotation. Phantoms still thinks he's up top. DerekTheGoat and co. lurking, trying to find something. Scuffy lurking up top, waiting at the double grand staircase, tracking down Gus, trying to get him. But Gus hurt him on his tail and is going to pick up the kill. Two-piece in the feed for Unity. Gus trying to clear, doesn't see him in time, but the turn and burn from Gus gives him the three-streak. Confid with a three-streak as well, but runs into 2 Endeavor Esports players and unfortunately can't quite clear it. Now a stack. They two looking for a third. DerekTheGoat goes down. Scuffy with a big two-piece saves the round, but right back on it. Confid able to pick up 1, needed the 2. I believe that was Gus there for the finish as Unity Visual wins on offense, and they are just 1 round away from getting a clean sweep in this series. A phenomenal effort through and through from Unity Visual. The rotations were immaculate, and they just fell perfectly when needed to. Glow sent will get best of play here, so Endeavor gets a little bit of a silver lining to the round loss. You get one of your players highlighted in those kill cams, but you're down 2-0. You see Confid shooting bodies. That's got a lot of fire under you or in your stomach. Get something going. Gus on the 6th streak. I believe is 1 or 2 kills away from a Hellfire missile, which could prove to be a difference maker in this one, but Unity Visual has not had much need of difference makers here. The difference maker comes in the GOAT. It comes in Gus. It comes in the teamwork. The GOAT and Gus combining for a two-piece to start things off. Justin, though, with a two-piece of his own to trade things out, 28-27 early. Unity Visual on the defensive side of things to try and put this one away. So Endeavor Esports need one hell of an offensive effort to get through and win this one somehow, some way. But again, what I'm noticing, Unity Visual immediately attacked that Bravo and was making progress. So far, there's not been a single tick, and a 3-man down situation. Endeavor Esports unable to even touch objective, and it's proven to be a bit more difficult than anticipated for Endeavor, as now Phantom's starting to go for nice slice and dices. Scuffy was there with the save, and again, Unity Visual starting to toy with their food, but 26 seconds left on the clock. You have got to get on OBJ. Justin lurking in the corner, does not see Gus. Phantoms and Confid all grabbing kills. Scuffy trying to get something going, a two-piece. Some breathing room, needed the 3, but can't quite find it. Points fully cleared. Clock is running. Endeavor sprinting towards Alpha, just trying to get to an objective. A last-ditch hope. Glow sent can't get there. The GOAT's going to shut him down. Justin looking for a dolphin dive save, but unfortunately can't get there, and that'll be a 3-0 finish. A near flawless series from Unity Visual as they clean sweep Endeavor Esports. Again, Scuffy, with some of these plays, gives Endeavor some bright moments to look back on, but you lose the round, you lose the match, you lose the series. And unfortunate there for Endeavor, as we will be packing up early for the CODCast, folks, in one of the quickest matches I've had the pleasure of casting, in I believe 39 minutes, give or take, when all is said and done. We'd have to time it exactly, but when you're under 40 minutes total for a series, you're doing something right, Unity Visual. A solid GG's. GG's, gentlemen. Looking forward to casting y'all in the future. Best of luck in the future matchups as well. GG's again.
Thank you, Rich. You're a good guy.
I do my best, Marskis. I do my best. Top tier, top quality people on both teams. Confid got a little toxic there shooting some bodies, but when you're up 2-0 in a series and you're up 2-0 in a control, I think a little, trash talk, a little body shooting, a little teabagging was okay. But never underestimate your opponent, folks. I can't stress that enough. Folks, that'll be it for me in the casting booth. I will be doing some Warhammer streaming later tonight with some good friends. But I want to thank everybody for tuning on in. Please be sure you're following the stream for more Call of Duty casting and other streaming stuff that I do. The VODs will be available on both my YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. So for the players, managers, coaches, whomever may need it, they are available as soon as I end stream, which will be happening right now. Y'all have a wonderful night, and best of luck to both teams in the future. Like I said, I'll catch you in the next one. This has been the XP League Winners Round 2. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye now.